Good day, everyone. Yeah, I've decided to shoot this. I hope it will be a very short video. It's rare that I shoot any video expressing my opinion. I just text. I never do this, but something told me that no man, text would not do it. Just shoot a brief video, just to express your opinion on this one. I just watch a podcast, Amajita's podcast. Amajita's podcast featuring this woman. I forgot her name. Starts with a J. It's not Jokinta, whatever. But a middle name, if it's her real middle name is Jesus. The surname is Joy. The woman is an extreme hyper religious person, to an extent that she's an absolutist and a hectic absolutist that resembles the absolutist that we used to encounter maybe 3 decades ago, man. In this life, someone of her age with that sense of religious absolutism, it's very, very not concerning, but it's shocking, because I thought that the world has moved, because the world is getting secular every day. The world is understanding, accepting different religious orientations and so on. But having someone so absolutist to a level of insulting other spiritual, beliefs that much, particularly the African spirituality. But what is strange about such people, before I get to the subject matter or the core of what I want to say, is that the world has hundreds or thousands of religions. They decide to insult the most our religion as Africans. You have, for example, the Judaism. Judaism precedes Christianity. Judaism is about the books of Moses, the 5 books of Moses, that Jews are still complaining now about what Emperor Constantine did when Emperor Constantine, after 135, I think, years after the death of Christ, created what we see now as the Bible that validates Christ. A year where the divinity of Christ was voted for in a conference called the council, the first council of Nicaea. There where people debated whether Christ was the Son of God or was a divine individual, was a divine prophet. And then a vote was carried, and then the concept of Trinity was adopted there. And then the Bible was put together, derived from what language was it? From Greek. Then it was called the Biblia, which means the collection of books. But it was not a collection of books, because there, what happened was to use the books of Moses and the beliefs of what Jesus was, if there was, in fact, according to even some gospels who were born way after Jesus Christ died, who are called gospels. Those were put together, and then after the books of Moses inserted what is now called the New Testament, and all that was called the Bible, which means the collection of books, the Biblia. So there is a religion that came before Christianity, called Judaism. Judaism believes currently that Christ is a false prophet. Judaism believes that there was no crucifixion of Christ in Israel because their historians can't place the death of Christ in Galilee or wherever. They can't place it. They can't find the relatives, the offsprings, so the generations after all those people who are quoted in the New Testament. They say Christians are all going to hell because heaven is set aside for the Jews. They call Christians the goys, like the insult they call all of us. But these guys don't have a problem with that religion. Our religion doesn't insult them, but Judaism insults them. They call, this woman says our African spirituality is based on whatever she says, it's demonic. It's centered on demonic basis. And she tries to justify it because her narrow religious beliefs has asked her, has gotten her to insult our religions. Because we also have studied their religion. She doesn't know our religion. It was obvious. But we have studied her religion. We know all these justifications that they come. For example, if you do theology, I did biblical studies for 3 years, for example. If you do theology, you will realize that there is a subject called, in theology, it's called apologetics. Apologetics is a subject that goes on updated every year to justify all the contradictions and absurd concepts and stories of the Bible, so that they sound intellectual. There are many contradictions, many laughable ones. The way they laugh on our belief in whatever we believe in. Many things in their religions are laughable. That religion and other religions, because religions are laughable to other people worshipping other religions. So, but I was shocked that in this day and age, you will have someone that age who believes in a religion that is about a third of the world religion, whose religion has most criminals in the world, that has most immoral people in the world, that has liars, murderers, killers. If you look at all prisons of the world, is full of people who follow that religion. And then you look at all the religions of the world, others. You go to Tibet, maybe you'll find 2 people in a jail, if there's any jail there. You look in other nations, you find jails are free, but all Christian following societies, you have the most evil, most cruel people in the world. But those people, they look down and talk evil about religions that have never shown those levels of evil ever. Before Christianity came to South Africa, there was never a prison. There were never all this gruesome cruelty. People who will come and mass murder people in their millions, grab their lands, rape their children, and so on and so forth. Christianity came with all those concepts. And then they sit there and act all holy, but it's fine to act holy, but what is bad is to insult us. Insult our ancestors, insult our forefathers, all these people that had lived in all these years since the dawn of mankind. You insult them because of a religion you got in from the 1800s, which is less than 200 years old, or just about. You insult millions of existence of humanity. Well, I know you say it's only 6 years because of your Christianity, and you believe all of us come from whatever, Adam and whoever. But we know we have lived for millions of years. We know we have evolved through times where we couldn't even make fire. Well, your Bible says second generation people were able to make fire, able to plow, able to make swords, wear clothes, and so on and so forth, which is absurd. But you believe it. So man, don't undermine our intelligence, but mostly don't insult us. Don't insult us. Leave your thing, whether it's a lie or not, but don't insult us. We are not stupid. And because we are not going around recruiting people or wanting to convert people, it doesn't mean that we are stupid. It doesn't mean that we are stupid and we deserve your insults. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.